Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be making a recipe I found last night that's called creamy chicken spaghetti, but I kind of tweaked it. So what I'm doing is instead of chicken, I'm going to use ground turkey, and then that's pretty much the only change. Oh, and it calls for a can of cream of chicken, but they said you could do cream of mushroom. So that's what I'm doing today, and instead of spaghetti noodles, I'm going to be using some bow tie noodles I have. So what you will need for this recipe is 1 pound of meat. I have ground turkey, 1 pound of ground turkey, 1 jar of pasta sauce of your choice. This is all I had on hand, just some traditional plain pasta sauce. Some Italian seasoning, oregano, garlic powder, cream of mushroom soup, minced garlic, and some Parmesan. Oh, and then a half a brick of cream cheese. And I'm going to dice up like a half an onion to put in the sauce. So let's get this started. So right now I have my pan heating up, and I'm just gonna add in these diced onions first. I'm gonna let these sweat out a little bit. Oh yeah, and I was gonna add some minced garlic first. So I'm gonna add about 2 teaspoons minced garlic. I just got brand new pans. I'm so happy about that. Way nicer than my old pans, that's for sure. These have gotten pretty translucent, so I'm going to add my ground turkey next. Break this up. You want to continuously be breaking up the meat. You don't want to just let it sit like this. You want to keep chopping at it, because that will make it so your meat is in smaller pieces easier. Because if you let it just sit, it's just going to cook in one big brick. So you want to continuously chop it. Oh, and I had to turn my heat up a little bit. I'm at a medium heat on my stove. So I browned my meat and my onions, and I dumped it in the crock pot. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to add this jar of pasta sauce that I have, just regular. You can use whatever you'd like. Just dump it right in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add about a half a cup of water to this jar. Just to get that excess tomato sauce out. I just don't like wasting, I guess you could say. So just shake it right up. Boom. The extra liquid will be fine. It'll just thin the sauce out a little bit. Next, I'm going to add my cream of mushroom soup. You could do cream of chicken, cream of celery. Alright, so I got the cream of mushroom in. Next, so it doesn't call for any Parmesan. It actually calls for some mozzarella. I don't have that. So I'm going to do Parmesan. I'm not entirely sure you're supposed to add right now, but I am. So I'm going to measure out a half a cup of Parmesan. You can do more, you can do less, you can totally omit the ingredients. This is just what I'm doing. Next is seasonings. For seasonings, I'm going to do a teaspoon of garlic. This is a plain pasta sauce, so if you have a sauce that has seasonings and stuff in it, then you could totally do less of this. I think I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. Just some Italian seasoning. And then a teaspoon of oregano. You can do more seasonings. If you think of something that sounds good in it, go ahead, go for it. It's your recipe. You're making it yours. And now for the best part. Some cream cheese. Sorry, my son is just in the background having a good old time, huh? So I'm gonna cube this up. Got my cream cheese cubed up. I'm just gonna add it in. This is the best way I like to do it. I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but I always cube it up. I like it to disperse evenly throughout the dish. I don't want one big clump of cream cheese at the end that I have to mix. It just melts easier, disperses better, you get that flavor in there more. So I got that added, and you're just gonna give this a good stir. Now, this is a new recipe. I have never tried this, but it looked to be like it would be something yummy. So I'm trying it today. Originally it calls for chicken, but I showed my husband the recipe and he was like, no chicken and spaghetti. It does not sound right. So instead, I'm doing ground turkey, something that he's used to. So this is what it'll look like when it's stirred. That cream cheese is gonna melt and it's gonna make the color of the sauce a little bit lighter. But basically, that's what you do. So since this is ground turkey, I am going to let this cook on low for probably, I mean, you could do, it's very forgiving, ground turkey and ground beef and all that, the beef and stuff. Very forgiving meat, so I could let this go for 8 hours until like 5:30, and I think that's what I'm going to do, because really you're just letting all of those seasonings marinate with each other. So if it was chicken, I wouldn't let it go as long. I'd probably do low for 4 to 6 hours, or high for 3 to 4 hours. So yeah, low for this one, since I'm doing ground turkey, I'm going to do low for 8 hours. I do that with my chili as well, and it comes out delicious. Or you could do high for 4 hours. So that's what I'm going to do, and I will show you what it looks like when it's all finished and ready to plate up with the pasta. Update. So I ended up adding in some of these frozen pepper and onion blend. Just a little bit, probably like half a cup's worth, and I tried to chop them a little bit. I made some angel hair pasta and added it to the sauce. I realized I didn't have enough bow tie noodles, so I just went with the original where I'm gonna do spaghetti noodles, and it looks like it turned out real good. So I actually ended up putting this in a baking dish and just putting some shredded cheddar cheese on top, and I didn't even broil it. I just covered it with this lid, let the residual heat melt it. Here it is. I just gave it a taste and it's delicious. So I hope you guys like and subscribe, and please check out my other videos. I have a ton more videos. I just started this channel about 3 weeks ago, but I do have other videos that you can watch. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.